Good morning. It's chilly last night, but not nearly as cold as last night, or the night before, I mean. Being at lower elevation definitely helps. A little breezy too, but not bad. And today we got like 13.5 miles or so getting into Scissors Crossing, mostly all downhill. Trying to get a hitch or something into the town of Julian, where we got reservations already. I don't think I'm gonna zero there, so it's gonna be one of those kind of quickly get shower, food. I don't know if we got laundry situation. I might have to do like bucket laundry or something. And then planning on leaving tomorrow, getting back on trail. First checkpoint stop for today is like 5 miles from here is a water source. I think that's gonna be the only water source for today. And then I'll probably fill up like 2 liters and then do the rest 8 miles or so all the way down into the road crossing. And this thing's all blooming up nice and pretty. And today is just this long exposed descent. And it's gonna be a hot one too. Going lower in elevation. Plus the days this week we're getting hotter and hotter and hotter. So I think the final couple of miles is gonna be a little bit grueling probably. But we're getting close to the first rest break water source coming up here in a little bit. I think we made it. I think this is our water source break. There's some hikers up there on the hill. Maybe that's where the fountain is at. There's like a piped spring here or something like that, so I'll look around. Again, I think I'm gonna load up with like 2 liters, and I think we got about 8 miles to Scissors Crossing at this point. Found the water source. Looks like you just turn the knob inside there. We got water coming out. Wonder what this guy's out doing. But we're loaded up. We got 2 liters of water. 8-something miles, Scissors Crossing, and we'll finish up the rest of today. It's like he's coming into this location. The prickly pears are blooming out. That's pretty cool. Alright, it's officially hot. The sun's just pretty intense. I think like the high temperature, like ambient temperature, is only supposed to be like 70 degrees. It's just so hot with the sun beating down on you. It's like a 3 ship of helicopters coming in. They're just saying hi. Just All right, we're now down out of the mountains. We're in the last 3 mile straight stretch through the desert till we get to Scissors Crossings. All right, now we finally made it. Here's Scissors Crossing. Bunch of people chilling, maybe some trail magic. Oh, what a long, hard push through the desert. Definitely time for a break.
What do you do for work?
I am a full-time parent.
Nice. How old are your kids?
2 and 5.
Awesome.
Here's my stop. This is where I'm staying. Julian Gold Rush Hotel. And here's where I'm staying. Alright, let's assess the situation. I got a shower done, so I'm a little clean now. I need to do laundry, but there are no laundry facilities here, or there's no laundromats or nothing in town, so I'm going to have to wash it in the shower. Let's see what else. I need food, and I need to do a resupply and figure out what my next run there is going to look like. The time now is about 1 o'clock. And we did a really good day today. We did 13.7 miles before noon getting into Scissors Crossing, so that was awesome. Less than 5 minutes, and then there were multiple cars kind of going back and forth. There were a bunch of hikers being dropped off at Scissors Crossing when I was there with some other guys, and then the people who were in the cars dropping people off were like, hey, who wants to go back to Julian? So it was really easy getting a hitch back into town, luckily. Hopefully it'll be the same getting back out there. The hotel here does a breakfast, but that's at 8 o'clock. I'd like to be on trail by then, so I'm gonna have to look around to see if there's like some place in town here that does a breakfast at like 6 or something, and I could just do that and then try to hitch out after. So I'm gonna go find some food. That'll be the first step. I'm now done with lunch. That was awesome over at the little brew house. I did some shopping at a market, and I think my next resupply run is about 24 miles from here, the Montezuma market. So that's about a day and a half. So I've picked up about a day and a half's worth of food. I'm gonna get breakfast before leaving town here, so I need 1 trail breakfast, a trail dinner, and then a whole bunch of snacks. So I think that'll work for me. Now here's the plan for the next stretch. Currently in Julian. I'm going to plan on getting breakfast in town, so maybe only a 14-mile day once I finally hitchhike and get back to Scissors Crossing. There is tents available near a water cache at this mile mark, so that's about a 14-mile day, and I think that might be enough to get with for tomorrow. Then it's only about 10 miles, the Montezuma Valley Market. That's where the next resupply option is going to be. So I've got enough food to get as far as here. And I think I need to hitch into where this is at, or maybe they can run shuttles to come get me, but that's like 4 miles from the trail, something like that. But it's a good stop-in that a lot of people go to. So once I'm there, I'm going to need this much food. That's the number of breakfasts, snacks, and dinners that I'll need to get the rest of these stops knocked out. If I can make these kind of distances, I don't know if I can do the 18 for this second day, but we'll see, running in and out of the market. But this is kind of the game plan I'm aiming for, at least. And then it's like a Nero into the Paradise Valley Cafe. And then from there, I'll have to hitch into Idlewild. Planning on staying at the Silver Pines Lodge if I can get reservations there. Sounds like that's a cool place to aim for. And then I'm going to be zeroing into Idlewild. I think that'll be my first zero.
3, anywhere's fine. You guys are doing it right. We're good, huh? You know, it's so funny, and she's actually a
Back from dinner, that was awesome. That was a roast beef sandwich, and that was probably one of the best roast beefs I've ever had. It was perfect in flavor and everything. I just couldn't finish it though, because it was so much. I wish I had my hiker hunger, but that hasn't kicked in yet. I would say, I guess I got my trail legs, because my leg muscles and everything are just fine, but my feet are Still getting sore on the rocks and stuff, so that may or may not go away. I kind of dealt with that the whole time while I was on the AT too, but we'll kind of see just how that goes. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. So thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all in the morning.
What was that sandwich last night? Mm-hmm. Starving, man.
Good morning. That breakfast was awesome here at the hotel. That was definitely worth the price of admission. Everything was fresh. Like the cereal was homemade here, so that was excellent. But right now I'm just finishing packing up. It's coming up on 9 o'clock. I just heard there's like an outfitter's gear store in town, and I think they do shuttle runs to shuttle hikers back to the trailhead. So I'm gonna go check that place out. They open at 9, and see if I can sign up to get a ride with those guys. If they're all booked up and stuff and it's gonna take like an hour to get a ride from them, then I'll look at getting a hitch instead. So I'll probably check back like probably once I'm out on trail, and then fill you in on how I got there. Alright, so I'm chilling out at the Outfitters. 2 Foot Adventures is the name of the place, just right next to where the hotel was at, and they run the shuttle services. So it sounds like it's just me and one other guy who's looking to hop on the next ride. They were doing a run right now, so they're on their way back here. So somewhere in the next, I don't know, 15-20 minutes or wherever, I should be somewhere heading back to trail. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Made it back to trail. I feel like in general it's probably pretty easy to get hitches and or shuttles or rides or whatever to and from Scissors Crossing. There's just a lot of trail angels, or like when I got a ride at the Outfitters, people just constantly going back and forth, so you shouldn't have to wait at the underpass there more than 30 minutes tops, and there's probably somebody coming by that'll be able to take you into town. So that was pretty easy overall. It is just after 10 o'clock, I think, and we gotta climb switchbacks up the mountains a little bit, and then I think it's kind of flat for a bit. But we definitely got the steep part right in the beginning of the day to get back up in the mountains. I think I'm still aiming for like a 14-mile day or so until there's supposed to be a big major water cache up in that area, and as long as I can get that far tonight, that'd be enough for me, I think. There's Scissors Crossing down there. I feel like we're just about as high as we can go at this point. I think it just kind of continues to wrap around the top edge for the rest of the day, kind of thing. But I don't think we get much higher. That was a fun little climb out of there. Yeah, I guess all day is going to be scenery like this. Not many shady nooks to stop and take a break in, but take them when you see them. We're about 2 hours in for the day already. I don't know distance-wise. I feel like I'm moving pretty good speed, probably at least 5 miles in, if not 6 or so already. I'm already kind of contemplating getting to the water cache and then moving on a couple more extra miles, just get more miles in today. The terrain's been pretty good. It's not rocky, it's just kind of it's mostly uphill, but it's just the big uphill was right at the beginning, and then now it's just kind of a gradual uphill. But I'm gonna chill here for a good bit, suck down a lot of water, eat some snacks. Just a little bit windy. The trail finally skipped over to the other side of the ridge. There's a lot less wind, but the wind was cooling things down. So now it just feels instantly a little bit hotter. This landscape really makes you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. This is awesome. not much shade right now anymore, but I need another break. I'm gonna chill here for another 15-20 minutes. And then from here, I don't know, I'll have to double check the distance, but we're getting closer to the water cache, definitely. Made it to the third gate. Oh. H2O ahead, yep. Should be just down a little side trail. I am extremely close to the water cache. Yeah, here's our detour. I'm gonna chill here for a good long break. Load up on some water. I think I'm only gonna go like another mile or so till I see a good single person tent site. Maybe I can be alone for the night. Here's the water cache. I brought 2 bottles down. I dumped my pack back at up the trail a little bit. But this is all water. Great oasis. So I'm gonna fill up. I think I only need like 1.5 liters. I've got 1 liter on me. I could dump the empties in there. It's a little, well, like a tip jar it looks like. Keep the water flowing. That's cool. So I'm gonna fill up here and then kind of go back to where I dumped my pack. And then, yeah, I'm gonna be chilling here for a good bit. All loaded up on water, back on trail. So according to the Far Out app, look like only about 1.2 miles to a good singleton tent site. So I think I'm gonna go for that one. There's enough sites scattered through, like another, 0.3, 0.5 apart from each other. So if that one's taken, then I'll just move down to the next one. I think this is the spot I was aiming for. Literally right off the trail. All right, yeah, I'm done for the day. It's nice and protected from the wind and all that. I'm gonna get set up. Nice and settled into the tent now. I got dinner cooking up. I'm having one of the Mountain House meals, chicken teriyaki, and it's just added the water and it's seeping right now. So I gotta wait for that to get ready. But this is awesome. First night by myself. This is gonna be great. Nobody's come up the trail yet, and I've been here for like half hour at least, 45 minutes. Most people are probably gonna camp where the water cache was at. There was a lot of tent spaces there. But I wouldn't be surprised if I see 1 or 2 more people trickle in. It's about 6 o'clock, so sunset's in about an hour. But today was a lot of fun. I'm not going to use the word boring, but it just had the same type of scenery the whole way, so maybe that made it seem a little bit more of a continuous, monotonous grind a little bit, but it wasn't bad. It was cool. I'm still loving every day out here. It was kind of funny. It wasn't even like a hot day, but it was just with the exposure in the desert and the sun on you and everything. It's a little rough. It's going to be a lot of fun in about a month from now or so when I'm finishing up the desert section. It's going to be really hot. So I got to take advantage of the cooler desert temperature as well I can. But I think for tonight I'm just going to finish up dinner and then work on some video editing and stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and sign off here. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.